Hello my friends, I'm Jack. Welcome to Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for tuning in today. Coming to you from deep in the south on a beautiful summer day. Blue skies out there. It's going to be blazing hot later on. We're expecting temperatures in the mid-90s. But that's summertime for you. I've had my watermelon juice. After this video, I'll probably go have some mangoes in a bit, so I'm hydrated. I don't care if it gets to 112. Anyhow, today I want to talk, I'm coming clean about my raw food diet, finally. I do videos every day, so why don't you go down there right now and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it, then click on the little bell and check send notifications. You got to do that so YouTube will keep you subscribed and it'll send you notifications when new videos come out. Just want to mention too, I'm getting even more and more active over on Instagram. I love Instagram. I'm doing videos over there. This is new IGTV. It's something. It's not going away. It's very interesting and it's going to only progress further. So I've started doing videos over there. I'm back to doing live again. I do Instagram stories. Anytime you want to know what I'm eating, all you got to do is tune into Instagram, because I don't do it all day, every day, but most days I show what I eat. So you pretty much, most days you could go over and see exactly what I'm eating every day, and there you got it, right there. This video today, I was just thinking about it, and this video is going to probably explain why I'm terrible with why questions. I hate why. Out of all the questions, who, what, why, where, when, I think I hate why the most, because it always flips me into flashback mode. And I'm back in school again and I'm struggling for questions and I feel like I'm taking a test, and I just like to flow. I don't really like to think too much about it. And hey, once again, my methods, I might not think enough about this lifestyle, and I overthink that, you know, having so much time on my hand and nobody else to talk to but the little voices in my head. Yeah, I've told you a number of times in these videos, I kind of second guess myself, like, yeah, am I getting enough of this and that? But in the end, two things really drive my diet. And it's just as simple as that. One being a little bit more important than the other. And it's how laziness works for me. Laziness can sink a lot of people. Laziness will be the downfall of a lot of people, but laziness works for me, and it actually keeps me more simple and it keeps me cleaner than I would be otherwise. And the only thing more important that I go by a little bit more on that is how I feel. I mean, everything about life now for me over the last 6 years, I think it's because I just generally felt so shitty before and didn't know it, is about how I feel. It's about maintaining a certain level. It's about always trying to, you know, if I go down, if I go up, it's always about trying to get to this place of really feeling light yet energetic, fulfilled, satisfied, yet not overdoing things. I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to give you the best description I can right there. So it's always about how I feel, and I'm always eating like, okay, what's that food I'm putting into my body? There's a lot of times where I'm thinking like, you know, I think I'd like to eat this, or I might be planning on having something for dinner, and then that time rolls around and I'm just like, no, instinctively, I just know, and it's not going to kill me, but it's just not going to keep that feeling that I want. A lot of times that happens, especially now that it's summer in the evenings. I can relate this because I go out for my walks quite a bit. And sometimes I'm earlier in the day, like around this time when I'm making this video, thinking, I think I'm going to have this, or this for dinner tonight, and it might be heavier, or it might be just take a little bit more time for preparation. And then that time comes around towards the end of the day, and I'm thinking, okay, it's about time to eat, and then I'm going to go on my walk. Do I really want to fool with this? And then if I have frozen bananas, it's just so easy to default back to that. So for me, like I say, the laziness keeps me on this lifestyle. I won't say it keeps me on this lifestyle, it's probably all of it kind of works together. It's kind of, you know, which came first, the chicken or the egg. So this simple thing just works so well for me, and it's been a progress. You don't like I like to mention all the time. It's not like I just woke up from the very beginning. I just ate simple, but I kept moving forward. Like I'm talking about, I never go backwards. I may not be moving forward a lot, but for the past 6 years, I'm always moving forward. My body's getting cleaner, it's getting cleaner. And as your body gets cleaner, it just naturally chooses more simple options. Everybody, listen, there's the key right there. Your body decides how you're going to eat. You want to ask me why I only eat so few things, why I eat so simply, how it's easy for me to eat so simply? Because I've worked towards that. It's been 6 years of getting there. And now it's not like a mental choice. I'm not saying, ooh, I want to be strict. Ooh, I'm only going to eat this. Ooh, I'm going to restrict myself from that. It's all natural. It's all what my body wants. It's all what my body craves and asks for. And it makes life so much easier. I can't imagine. I watch a lot of the conversations and what goes on and what everybody's saying and what people tell me in comments and what people tell me on Instagram. And God, that's just so much going on in your head. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be thinking about this all the time. I couldn't be fretting over this all the time. I couldn't be thinking about a new recipe or putting together some new combination of food all the time. It's almost like a desperation thing, like you're having to work too hard to make this thing work. This thing just works for me. It just simply works no matter what I have around. If I've got fruit around, boom, it works for me. So once again, I always want to be transparent on my channel and just show you what I'm doing and not be that person that's like, this is the way you do it. This is how it's supposed to be done. You should be eating like me. I don't know if you should be eating like me or not. I don't know if I should be eating like me, but this is what my body wants. This is what it craves. And that'll be different. You know, if we had this conversation 4 or 5 months from now, the weather's cooler, you know, I'm sure that my choices won't be as limited. I doubt, you know, 3, 4, 5 months from now I'll necessarily be living on just 3 or 4 things a day, but it's quite possible. I mean, that's what your body wants. When you really start getting towards a place of real health where you're feeling good all the time, that becomes the priority, and that taste and that whole like distraction and that whole just, you know, entertaining your mouth, entertaining your palate becomes secondary. And there's a point where you don't remember when that happened, when it just kind of merged together, where it became about where you're eating the simplest, you're eating the best for you, but you're only eating a few things, you know, or you're only eating simple forms of things. I'm not trying to tell people that you should be limiting your choices. I just happen to be eating what I'm getting very good around here right now, which is, you know, my bananas. I love bananas. I'm always going to love bananas. I don't care if they, you know, even just because they're the staple and just because they're available, I still love my bananas. So bananas, mangoes, watermelons, and blueberries are my staples for the summer. And to a large extent, I've just been living on that. I mean, yesterday was heavy on the green smoothies. I didn't have ice cream, I didn't have frozen bananas, so had a couple of big green smoothies, so I got a lot of greens in yesterday. But yeah, that's just all I've wanted. So in the end, all comes down to those 2 things for me: laziness and how I feel. And I just don't see that changing. But if I do change, it will be organically. It will just be natural. It will be somewhere where my body led me to. If you're, you know, you're never going to a higher level of feeling good until you learn to tap into your body. You're never going to do it by thinking about it. You're never going to do it by reading about it. You're never going to do it by watching a video of your guru laying down some sort of program or diet for you. The only way you're ever going to really get the most you can get out of health and how you eat in general is to tune into, develop that intuition, develop that feeling, and develop whatever it is that lets your body make the choices for you. So anyhow, that's just as simple as I do it. That's why, you know, I wish I could answer more questions, and I wish I could explain to you about how the protein breaks down and how you need this and how this interacts with that and this chemical thing, but that's not my thing. I just like to eat fruit and throw some greens in there. So anyhow, that's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.